Hi, welcome to SBR Sportsbook. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. You come to SportsbookReview.com. This is the NBA Odds Couple show for Thursday, March 23rd. Of course, it's the Sweet 16 in college basketball, but every Thursday we do a call with Al McMordie. Last week, of course, Al McMordie gave us 5 picks. He went 4 of them. Won 4 of them, and the only one he lost was the one that I agreed with him on. So, Al McMordie, thanks for being back with us. And just to keep in mind, if you give any opinion in this show that I agree with significantly, just give it a second thought. That's all I'm saying. Just give it a second thought.
Oh, I love it.
All right, Al?
Yeah, no.
Okay, all right, great. Okay, so Al McMordie's website, again, is bigal.com, and, he's got a great record long-term, and even in the tiny sample size of our show, killing it.
No doubt. Yeah,
Al
Al's
McMordie,
been around a long time. He's one of my mentors. I love working with him.
I guess let's just start breaking down the games, and Al McMordie, if you have an opinion on any or all of the games that we break down, just chime in, and we'll comment on that. The first game that's interesting, I guess, is Phoenix and Brooklyn, right? Two teams that are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, but from an ATS perspective, headed in opposite directions, right? Brooklyn actually doing well, covering. Phoenix, 5 straight ATS losses, I think. I'm going to have a play on a total here, but as far as the side concerned, I'm not sure if you want to just keep riding the trains that both of these teams have been on recently or not. What do you think, Mike Brenner?
Well, I think I'm going to jump on Brooklyn because, Phoenix shut down a lot of players for the year, and now you got one of the younger guys, Bender, he's hurt. Mm-hmm. I just like the momentum that Brooklyn has. Lopez took it, he took the team under his wing and said, look, we're going to play strong. We can't afford any slippage. We need to be pushing for next year. I like that attitude. The line opened up and it moved up, considerably from what it opened at.
Now it's 4. It's 4.
Exactly. It was like 2.5 or something. Yeah. So I'm going to pull the trigger pistol, Pete, on the first half and the full game, and then Brooklyn Nets.
The full game is -4, -105, and the first half is -2.5 plus 100. And with a team with Brooklyn, -2, right? -2. I was looking at -2, -106. The thing is that with teams like Phoenix, at some point, with teams that are young and just terrible ATS-wise, at the end of the year, at some point, my sense is I'm always looking for them to turn course and start to become a good bet, get undervalued.
And you could be right. And this team, Brooklyn got the best of them in Phoenix not too long ago. Thing is, Brooklyn's at home. They want their fan base to go, look, guys, I promise, don't give up on us. We're going to try to make it better next year. Yeah. I think they want to put a good show for the fans at home.
Al McMordie, do you have an opinion on this one?
I do have a very strong opinion on
yes.
this game. It's hard for me to make a case for Brooklyn. Yes, they upset the Detroit Pistons in their last game, but guys, you have to go back virtually one full year, 362 days to be exact, to find the last time that the Brooklyn Nets won back-to-back games. That's 14 opportunities to win back-to-back games, going back to 362 days, and they're 0 for 14, and now they're laying points. I can't lay points with a team that can't win back-to-back games, and I think, they beat Detroit, but I think it's a bit of fool's gold. Teams that are bad teams, they get satisfied with a win. They don't necessarily come out the next day and do it again. They say, hey, we just won. We don't need to do it again, and that's been Brooklyn's mantra for the last 362 days. They haven't won back-to-back games, and now they're laying 4 points to a Phoenix team that just got blown out by 15 points. And also, for more ammunition, Phoenix is 72-46 against the spread off a 15-point or worse loss. I'm going to take the points.
Yeah, I was leaning Phoenix here as well, but I just made him a mid-range pick because I was just too scared of how bad they've been recently. But yeah, I'm agreeing with Al. Liking Phoenix,
and
which
there's
is a bad
something Al
side for Al.
said that I actually like. I like that they haven't won back-to-back in 14 because I guarantee you that's being brought up in the locker room. It's being brought up in practice. And you know what? It just may be that one time, Al, where I get lucky and they finally pull out the back-to-back, and I would love it if they do it tonight.
All right. Well, Al McMordie's going to take Phoenix +4. You're going to take -4 back-to-back. And I'm going to take a shot with the under. Now, the issue here is that it opened at 220 and got bet way up to 224 or 224.5. Phoenix, both these teams obviously have been big overtrenders on the year overall. Recently, though, since Phoenix has started to play a lot of younger guys, they've actually been an undertrender. So, but the line move I don't like. Brooklyn has been 50-50 over-under recently. I guess you don't have anything to say about the total, Al.
I don't. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna stick with Phoenix.
All right, I'll take it anyway, despite the massive line movement to the over. Under 224.5, -110. Although I'm on the record being very, very concerned about that huge move to the over.
Record.
All right, let's talk now about Memphis and the San Antonio. Of course, the Spurs. They played a couple games ago, and Memphis beat them by 8 at home. The first half was low scoring. The second half drove it to 100. Drove it to 200. But Memphis got the win in that one. So I guess maybe it's a revenge situation for the Spurs, unless the Spurs don't care that much about Memphis overall. Memphis, of course, lost at New Orleans. Before that, had 4 straight covers. This is a pass for me, but what do you think, Mike Brennan?
It's a pass for me as well because, the Spurs just haven't – they're not a fast-starting team in the first half, and I think that's just too many damn points. I know there's a revenge factor, but also you got a coach in Memphis, talking about the big three. Their big three literally laid an egg last time out. You may want to see – they may come out really fired up because of that pressure, but I'm just not sold on the Spurs with a big line like that, but I will be using them on a 2-team teaser. Get to that a little later.
Al McMordie, do you have anything to say about this game?
I do. Interestingly, Memphis is the only team in the league this year to own multiple wins against both Golden State and San Antonio. They're, 2-1 versus Golden State. They won the first 2, then dropped the third. They're 2-0 versus the San Antonio Spurs. But as we saw in that Golden State series, it's very difficult to beat a great team 3 straight times to start the season series. After winning the first 2 times, Memphis was then blown out by Golden State 122-107 in the third meeting. We also saw this earlier in the year when San Antonio played the Clippers. The Clippers blew out San Antonio the first 2 times. Then San Antonio in meeting number 3 goes into the Staples Center and they beat the Clippers, as a road favorite. So I expect San Antonio to react similarly here. And it's worth noting from a technical standpoint that San Antonio is now 18-5 straight up, 15-8 against the spread when playing with double revenge from losses in the first 2 meetings of the season, and they're actually favored in the third meeting as they are here. So I'm going to lay the points. It's now 8.5. I'm going to take San Antonio.
8.5 minus 105. Al McMordie from BigAl.com.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. And now let's quickly just see if Al has anything to say about Toronto because I'm confused as hell about this team in general. Miami, though, has been great ATS overall on the year, and particularly recently they've covered 8 out of their last 9.
Yeah.
So, and they're 42-3-27 ATS overall on the year. Toronto still chugging along, though, not an auto fade. Sometimes they are getting covers. You have anything to say about this one, Mike Brennan, before we get to Al's take on it?
Deion Waiters, of course, that's a big hit for Miami, and I'm hearing that Whiteside might not play tonight, and I think they're going to wait and make a game time decision. But that is huge if he plays or not. So I got to stay off it. And Toronto's desperate to get a good road win so they can prove their value moving into the playoffs. But I don't know, Pete. I'm anxious to hear what Al's got to say about that.
Yeah, of course.
One.
They did play on March 11th in Miami. Miami absolutely blew them out 104-89. You have anything to say about this one, Al McMordie?
I don't like the game at all. I have nothing technical on it whatsoever. My gut, just from handicapping, 30-some years, my gut says take the points with Toronto, but I need more than just my gut to make a play, and I'm going to pass.
Okay. I don't need more than my gut to make a play, but that's why Al McMordie is Al, and that's why I am who I am. Mike Brenner, do you have any other plays?
I do. I have the Clippers tonight, and I like them. I'm going to be using them 2 ways. I'm going to pull the trigger on the full game, and I also want to find out what their team total is.
All right. Well, that line, first of all, both teams have lost 5 out of the last 7. ATS line's gotten bet up. It opened at 4.5. Now it's up to 5 or 5.5. On the full game, we can give you the Chris line, which is still -5, -115, and the team total for the Clippers is 105.5. Juice to the under.
I love it.
So what do you like?
I'm going to take the over. The team total over. Yep, I think they're going to get 110 or more, and I'm going to pull the trigger on the Clippers, buddy. I think they're going to get it done in the second half. I think they're going to wear them out. They got to start getting consistent. Blake Griffin's got to quit being inconsistent. So with that being said, I'm going to see what Al's got to say about that game.
Over 105.5 plus 107. Al McMordie. Both these teams have lost ATS over their last 7 games. Dallas sometimes can be a very, very dangerous home dog, though. What do you think about this situation?
Well, I think you got to look at the Dallas Mavericks. They were blown out by Golden State on Tuesday, but hey, which team hasn't been blown out by Golden State lately? Meanwhile, the Clippers are off 3 straight wins, but those 3 wins were against Cleveland, which rested its 3 best players, the Knicks, who stink, and the Lakers, who stink even more. So prior to those 3 wins, the Clippers lost games to Utah, Milwaukee, and Denver, and those 3 teams are actually trying to play for something, as this Dallas team is. So I don't know how you can lay points on the road with this Clipper team. The Mavericks, they're a sensational 61-35 against the spread off a loss when playing an opponent off a win. I'm going to take the points with Dallas.
All right, plus 5.5, minus 106, another head-to-head.
There we go,
Mike
baby.
Brenner and Al McMordie. All right, you have anything else for us, Mike Brenner?
Nope, I'm going to do a 2-team 4.5-point teaser. I'm going to put the Spurs.
All right, that'll bring you down to a -4 at BetOnline.
And I'm also going to put Brooklyn on there.
Okay, that'll put you at +0.5 at BetOnline. All right, Al McMordie, is that it for you, or do you have an opinion on the New York-Portland game?
I don't have an opinion on the New York Portland game. It's a lot of points to let. I have no interest in betting on the Knicks. I don't think they can win this game, but yet I don't want to lay 12 points. The line's gone from 10 and a half up to 12. I'm going to stay away from that.
All right, so we've got 3 picks from Al McMordie: Phoenix +4, Dallas +5.5, and the Spurs -8.5. I'm just going to give the Phoenix Brooklyn under, and I'm also going to throw on the Brooklyn team total under 114 -111. And Mike Brenner, review your picks for a second.
Okay, Clippers full game -5, team total over 105.5. I'm going to be taking the Brooklyn Nets on the first half -2, full game -4, topping it off with a 2-team teaser, Spurs -4, Brooklyn +0.5 of a point. But first, I got to give a shout out to Isan Lim. He's been asking for it. Thank you for your patience and all of your support, Isan.
All right, and Al McMordie's analysis speaks for itself. BigAl.com is his website. You can find out everything that you want to know about Al there. Tell us about that, Al.
Sure, and I've been handicapping, it seems like, 39 years now. I've been in business since 1992, 26 years. Folks can go to my website, BigAl.com. They can click on free picks. We have not just 1 free pick every day, we have 4 free picks every day. 2 from myself, 1 from Larry Ness, 1 from Scott Spreitzer. And if you want to get our best selections, just click on picks for sale. We have 16 handicappers at the website. And of course, everyone's caring about not just the NBA, but college basketball. I'll be featuring my Sweet 16 round game of the year. I'm 11-2 the last 13 years on our Sweet 16 games of the year. We already cashed our number 1 play of the first round, which was Kansas, and the second round, which also was Kansas. Who will our Sweet 16 game of the year be? Just go to BigAl.com and click on picks for sale and find out.
All right. Awesome, Al. Thanks so much. Talk to you next Thursday.
And also, speaking of Sweet 16, want to thank our friends over there at UWager for that bracket contest.
Yes.
A lot of fun right there. All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Al. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Well, this episode of The Odds Couple is over. But if you give us a like and click SBR's logo at the bottom of the screen to subscribe, then you'll get all the upcoming videos as soon as they come out. And don't forget to take advantage of our website. There's free picks, live betting lines, and sportsbook reviews and ratings guides, and a whole lot more. Check it out now.